Welcome to Publishing Power. My name is Joellen, and I am here with Christina Stanley from A Fictionary, and we are going through the 38 story elements as we work through self-editing and how it can help you become a better writer and a more successful book publishing, I guess, self-publishing, whatever you're going to do there. Today, we'd like to talk to you about taste and how to implement that into our scenes. So Christina, lead us through.
Okay, first off, I have to say, I like your little slip there, Christina. You almost said first editing. We have been working together for so long. You think I work for first editing. So you caught it. I work at Fictionary, but we're kind of cute. So thank you.
It works well. I mean, we're in the same business and we're doing the same thing. And again, the certification that we're doing here, I think it's really cool that we're getting to share all of this. And we're two peas in a pod. Right.
I know it's really been an exciting year together, and I have to say I'm having a lot of fun going through all of the story elements.
Excellent.
So today we're on the last of the senses, not the last of the setting story elements, but we're going to talk about taste. Last week we covered sounds, and so we're just moving on to a little bit more variety within the senses. So now the goal is we want to talk about keeping the setting alive with all of the senses. But today we want to talk about how can you make what the character is tasting
better,
vivid and alive for the reader. I mean, you can't do it literally, of course, but you can maybe make them think they're really hungry.
Sure. So how do we make taste better in our scenes? What's the secret?
Yeah. So first, I want to do a little shout out to Sacha Black, because I'm going to quote her. And she says, "The taste sense in your prose quite literally means creating descriptions that are rich in flavor."
Nice.
When you do this, you bring your reader into the story and they experience it with the character. And I love that description. So I just wanted to, give a little shout out there to show what it is from someone else's words.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, Sasha's done a great new book, and I think everyone should check it out. She's a very popular editor, and she's also part of the Alliance of Independent Authors. So as we're both in that, it's always good to share the knowledge. So how do we make it better? How do we make it better?
So, taste is like all of the other senses. You want to use it in a sense that's related to the plot. So there's lots of scenes I read when I'm editing where the characters are having dinner, but the food isn't really related to the story, the plot, the goal of that scene. It's just they're eating, and so it's quite dull. We all eat dinner every day, so it's not that fascinating. But if you can relate it right back into the story, so we'll talk about a couple is having an argument. And maybe the husband's tasting the food and wondering, he's so fed up with his wife, and she thinks she made this fabulous meal, and he's just, it's overcooked, and I taste this burning sensation, or there's a bitter sensation, or relate it right into the argument of he's getting more frustrated, or go the other way. It's a new couple, it's their first date, and so everything should be sensual and happy and exciting, and so relate the food to that instead of just they had a steak for dinner. That's really nice. When you say that, you can't taste it.
No, especially if you're a vegetarian.
Right. I mean, you're going to have that problem. There's lots of vegetarians and vegans, and so you need to. And that's a great example, because you could have a full-out meat eater having dinner with a vegan, and the tension just from that is a super example of how to use taste. Yeah. The other one, of course, is with injuries. So using taste with blood in your mouth, right? Yeah. Fear. What do you taste if you've ever actually felt extreme fear? What do you taste in your mouth? Mm-hmm. And did your mouth go dry? Are your lips stuck to your teeth? There's all kinds of things you can do in there with the taste and the touch of fear, right? Or something's mouth-watering. Okay, so you're drooling a little bit and you're kind of embarrassed about it because you really want to eat whatever is there. So taste can be a very joyful thing, or it can be a very fearful thing. And so you want to figure out how to relate it to the plot and use it to bring out emotion in your reader.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what we're going to do to make it better. What do we need to make sure we don't do? Because there's always a pitfall. There's always a problem in here.
Mhm.
What is the dangers of taste?
Yeah, so the most
As a sense?
common one I see is just saying a person is eating something,
Boring.
right? So Susan ate a lemon. Well, that's nice. I don't care, right? Neither do you. But if first of all, we wonder why she's eating a lemon, but okay, let's just assume there's a reason in the story for her to eat this lemon. Maybe she's at a lemon farm. I don't know what she's doing, but maybe. So what if instead of saying she ate a lemon, we say, the lemon juice has squirted in Susan's mouth and her cheeks sucked inward, her lips pinched outward. She lowered her head, hiding how hideous her expression must be. So here now, we
I think you
taste the
prepared for
lemon
this.
along with Susan, and we know she's self-conscious about her look. So we've learned something about her, and we can feel her tasting it. So maybe now she's with the lemon farmer and she has a crush on him. And so that's why she's eating a lemon. And now she's embarrassed because she looks so bad while she's eating the lemon.
Well, now I want to know about the lemon farmer. So
I know, because he smells kind of nice. So, as we talked about a little bit, taste and smell are really linked. So if you can use both senses together,
Mhm.
it's a great way to bring in more than one element and add more depth into your scene.
Okay, great. So we're going to make sure that we have that. Is there any other pitfalls we need to look out for, or that you can think of off the top of your head? Or are we good?
No, I think that's pretty good. I mean, you want to use it to show emotion. It can trigger a memory. You can use it with lovers sharing an intimate moment. Just that you want it to bring the scene alive. But the main thing is relate it to the story. Don't just do a random taste of something.
Sure. Okay. So when we do that, we're going to go through all of our scenes as we do again and again and again. And we're looking at taste, sound, smell, all of the different senses there. And when we're doing that in general, we're marking off that one, that we've used them all. What else are we going to do today with a special notice to the sense of taste?
Yeah, so similar to the other ones, you want to keep track per scene that you're using it somewhere throughout your novel. Taste doesn't have to be in every scene, but it's good if you can incorporate it along with the other four. And you want to look at variety of taste. Right? I see a lot of novels where coffee is the thing for smell and taste. It's such a common thing that get away from it. If you want to mention coffee once in your book, that's awesome. Unless, of course, the story's about murder in a coffee shop. But if it's just, something else, then you want to be careful with
Cliche.
repetitive taste, cliches, that kind of thing. So again, you're looking at all of the senses together.
Very good. All right, so we're going to go in. We're going to review all of our scenes again as normal. If you need some automation in that, then check out Storyteller with Fictionary. And of course, if you need any other help, contact one of us professional editors out there and we'll do our best. We ask that you follow, like, share as we continue on our journey through the 38 story elements. And I do want to remind you, we have a free ebook. I need to talk about the ebook sometime that we've written, and we encourage you to download it because there's a lot more you can read, and we know everybody on here loves to read. So thanks for joining us, Christina. We'll talk again soon.
Bye, Joellen.